Hey, what's going on, guys? Archer Mark here, and I'm back with another video. And today I have for you my New York Comic Con haul. So much stuff. 4 days, October 9th through the 12th, the Javits Center in New York City, 2014 Comic Con, and I got just a whole bunch of stuff. Just runs the gambit of just everything. I'll start off, it is Comic Con, so we will start off with the comic books first. I picked up volume 12 and 13 and 14 of the Walking Dead comics. You know, little by little getting through them. About, I guess, halfway through the run of the comics at this point. So that's cool. I've been talking about a couple times that I've been trying to get the whole run of the Marvel G.I. Joe comic run. There was the main title, and then there was G.I. Joe Special Missions. And now I got this issue, is issue 22. Okay, and then we have issue 12. Now all I need is issue 27, and I have all of the G.I. Joe Special Missions. But I did manage to complete my set of G.I. Joe, like the main title. So I'm going to run through these real quick. We got issue 154, got issue 152, got issue 148, 147, 146, 124, 120, 112, 110, 109. We have issue 106. We got issue 104. We have issue 99. We have issue number 86. We have issue number 75. And I got these at various tables and booths over the 4 days. This is issue number 21, which is the special silent issue. I have a copy. This is my second copy of this. I have one that was like a really nice condition, like a real nice grade. So I wanted to try and find just kind of like a beat up edition that I could find that I can just kind of like read through, even though, well, there's no dialogue in this. So I found this for $10, and it's kind of beat up, but it's good. This is the one I can read, and then I can leave the real nice one all by itself. So those are the G.I. Joe comics. We'll just kind of put them back. And so that is super huge that I was able to complete this run. And I got various deals from the various collectors. So here and there, people marked the books down, like a couple bucks off here, there, and so on. Now, I got a couple autographs, or a bunch of autographs, a couple of comic books. This guy Marcio Takara, who's doing, there's the Smallville comics. This is Smallville Lantern, where I guess it's a crossover with Green Lantern. And oddly enough, I guess Batman is in this as well, because here's Batman. Now, I don't have issue 1 and 2. This is issue 3, and I had him sign. And then issue 4, which I had him sign. I haven't read these yet. I've looked through them, and I like the artwork, but I haven't read them yet because I can't find issue 1 and 2 yet. So, and then for those who know X-Men, the name Chris Claremont should be very familiar to you. So he was there, and this is my copy that has the first appearance of Gambit. So he signed that, and I had him sign my copy of Days of Future Past. Now he charged $5 an item, which is perfectly fine. I don't have a problem with that. And Chris Claremont is like a big name when it comes to comic books. The Smallville comics, this was free. These autographs were free. So that's cool. And one of my all-time favorite movies, it's easily in my top 5, is the movie The Karate Kid, celebrating its 30th anniversary. And you had 3 cast members from The Karate Kid there. I'll show you this one first here. You had Martin Kove, who played Sensei John Kreese. Okay, so he signed that for me. Again, I have them in these little protective sleeves, so excuse the glare. So you have that, and then you had William Zabka, who played Johnny, and then Ralph Macchio, who played the Karate Kid as well. So that was really cool. All were very nice and friendly. And it was neat because the lines for them weren't super long, so you had a few moments you could speak to them. You weren't like rushed ahead. Then I become a big fan of the show Arrow, and Stephen Amell was there, who plays Oliver Queen. His line was ridiculous. It was like at least a 2-hour wait. Then you have Kevin Conroy, who for 20-some years has been the voice of Batman, and old Bruce Wayne in Batman Beyond. And he was really cool. He was real nice and friendly. I got a picture with him. There's lots of pictures from Comic-Con, and there'll be some little short videos that I took as well, as long as some videos that I'll put up on YouTube. So if you follow me on Facebook, then you should see those. So that was cool. And then you had a lot of cast members from Star Trek, but the one I cared about was LeVar Burton, because I'm not really a Star Trek fan, but I was a huge fan of Reading Rainbow as a kid, and he signed that, and he was really nice. Then another movie that I would consider easily in my top 5 is the movie The Princess Bride. And Cary Elwes, this is his new book about the making of the movie, and he was there. And so I got his autograph here. Let's move this. So there you see his autograph. To mark as you wish, Cary Elwes. He was very quick. It was, thank you for coming. It was a big long lines. A lot of people. Sometimes certain people, it's not that they're being rude. I don't want it to be that, but it's just when you have a long line, you can't expect them to sit there and shake hands and talk to everybody for like 5-10 minutes. You just can't do that. Now, one of the first things I bought on Thursday at the NECA booth was they had this Simpsons Bret Hart figure. Now, they've been doing all these figures of like the celebrity guest spots that they've been doing. I bought this on Thursday. What they didn't mention was that you needed this figure to be on the line to get his autograph when he was appearing on Sunday. So when Sunday came, I left this at home, figuring I don't feel like dragging it there. So I had to buy another figure so I can get the autograph. But now I have 2, and I don't know, I could sell this one or open it or whatever. So not a big deal. Okay, so that's autographs. I'm going to move on just real quick. The DC booth. And there was a bunch of giveaways there. They had like free stuff. One day was this Arrow poster. And it's a really nice poster. I mean, for, a freebie. And then one of the other days they had this Flash poster, which I think the new show is really good. I really love Arrow. It's in its 3rd season now. Then over here, I'll just come around over here. They had these little masks, these little, string cardboard Batman masks, and there was this Green Arrow comic. Okay. The one T-shirt that I bought was this, the 75 Years of Batman. I bought that, and that was less than $20. And then another free giveaway. And I knew they were handing these out, and I kind of like hung around the DC area because I wanted to get a hold of these because I missed out the first couple of days. Was this Batman cape? They had these, and I know they did this last year with Superman, and they had those, and I missed out on that. But this is, of course, more important to me, is getting the Batman cape, which is pretty cool. Now let's go back over here. Let's see. There was a one booth they were promoting this. There's this thing, the Avengers Station exhibition, and they were handing these out, $5 off a ticket there if you wanted to go. It's in Times Square. It's this thing that Discovery Channel is doing. It's kind of like a little museum, and it shows like props and like costumes and things from the movie. So I could check this out if I wanted to. But they were doing a thing where they called it get a selfie with an Avenger thing. It was $5. It was a fun little thing to do. They basically take your picture in front of a green screen and then can kind of mat in any Avenger you want. Of course, I picked Captain America, so there's my picture with Captain America. Okay. Now, 2 Star Wars figures that I got. There weren't a lot of Star Wars figures that I saw that I wanted that I felt like I wanted to pay for. So I got this 2 Macquarie figures. I'll keep these carded. The Rebel Trooper and the Chewbacca. Which I have him loose, but nice to have him carded as well. And this figure I don't think I've ever gotten. So those are cool. It's $22 for those 2. Plushies. I think I have a bit of an obsession with plushies. I got this Tauntaun one, and now this was $15. They had a deal with like 3 for $25, but this was the only one I wanted with the Beast, so I just got that. And then Marvel and DC ones, and this was 3 for $20 for these. So I got the Hulk. I have Captain America and Iron Man from a previous year, so I got the Hulk this year, and then Batman and Robin. Also, with the Batman theme, the U.S. Postal Service had a big thing set up in which they were unveiling the Batman postage stamps. And there's so many 75th anniversary things going on, I couldn't pass these up. And this was not expensive. It's basically like buying a book of stamps. So $9.80 for that. So that's very cool. Then there's the Kotobukiya booth, in which I purchased these ice cube trays. It's a Han Solo and Carbonite. Okay. And then we have the Kotobukiya Nightwing statue, which I have Batman and Batgirl. So now I had to get Nightwing. That was Comic-Con exclusive, this version, the blue version. I did manage also to pick up 3 or 4 vintage Star Wars pieces, which I'll show you those in a moment. First of all, I did also meet Jessica Negri again. If you know her, if you know anything about cosplayers, she's very big in the cosplay world, and she's such a sweetheart to meet, as well as being very beautiful. And I bought one of these prints, and if you're under 18, kids, look away now. So I got that. So these were the pieces. I got various deals from various dealers. So I got this Scout Walker vehicle with the box. It's just loose in the box, but it's really nice. I think I'm going to do a separate video showing off this piece. I just want to give you a quick look, real quick. But it's in there. I got this Scout Walker figure, and this is originally, this figure was like a mail-away figure, so this is still in like the Kenner baggie, so this is kind of like a sealed figure. So I got that, and 2 carded figures. I got this Klaatu Skiff figure, and I got the B-Wing pilot. So that's pretty cool. I think, yeah, that's it. That's everything. There's a lot of stuff. I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm just going to cut this off. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's my haul from this year's New York Comic Con. As usual, comment, rate, subscribe. And until my next video, may the Force be with you.